Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny, and in this lure review, I'll be reviewing the 13 Fishing Trash Panda Frog. Let's check it out. Whoa, there we go. Yeah! Woo, holy cow, folks. Topwater Johnny here, man. This is what we came here for. Look at that. Get back here. Look at that right there. That's the kind of beast that we came here for. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny. Look at that beast right there, baby. I think I won the tournament with that one right there. I am the one with this one. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny here. I want to welcome you to the next video. And in this video, we'll be talking about the 13 Fishing Trash Panda Topwater Lure. And I'm really excited about doing a review of this actual lure right here because it's such a unique lure in the sense of how the tail is designed in the back. So what I want to do is I want us to go in, take a closer look at it. I'll come back, give you my thoughts, then we'll take it out on the water and do some testing. All right. Okay, everybody, here's our closer look at the 13 Fishing Trash Panda. It actually is 2.95 in actual length itself. It weighs about 9/16. It's actually got a 4/0 hooks, frog hooks on this one as well. And one of the things that makes it so unique is it's got this stencil that's running through the actual tail of it or the feet. And that gives it a lot of flare and flash as you're running through the water column and through the cover. One other thing to know about it is this one is designed to go through the thickest and nastiest kind of lily pads and heavy cover. That's why one reason why it has more of a bullet shape type of front to it. White belly on the bottom here. The actual, where the water comes out, shoots out in the back here. This one right here, when you look at it up close, this is actually really soft. And as you can see, those hooks are really stout. They're already pointing up. And this one right here definitely holds together well in the water. 13 Fishing has done a great job in putting this one together. And it definitely will be one that is fun to fish. But more importantly, it's one to use when you're really dealing with a difficult body of water where the cover is really heavy and hard to get through. This will be the lure to use. All right. Well, there you go. There was your review of the Trash Panda Frog. And I just wanted everyone to have that closer look of that frog so that you could see exactly what it was about and what it looked like up close. Once again, I want to show everybody that, as you can see right there, this frog is designed to go through that slop right there. That's what it's built to do, through the thickest and the toughest cover imaginable. So that's really what the focus is of this particular frog. And also, as I said before, look at how stout those actual hooks are right there. Those are 4/0 hooks. Look at this right here. It has a lot of glitter in it. And that right there, when it flares out, will create a lot of action and response. The other thing I want to share with everybody about this frog is that, and I want you to get a closer look at it, because this frog right here not only comes in this version, but 13 Fishing has also created a poppin' trash panda. So this poppin' one will actually allow you to go into the slop, but also push and kick water. This one was designed to go through the water column and through the junk, through the lily pads, and flare. And that's what makes it so unique. But the popping one will allow you to actually pop and pause a lot more effectively. So that one I actually saw on Tackle Warehouse as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this lure out on the water, do some testing, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So once again, there it is up close, right there. There it is up close. And I'm going to get out in the water right now. So please leave a like and comment about this lure right here. Would you fish with it? What are your thoughts? But we're going to get it out in the water right now. All right. Everybody, I almost forgot. before we go out on the lake and we do the Trash Panda review, I wanted to tell everybody that I'll be doing a review of a very special topwater lure next week. Check it out. This is the actual evergreen gizmo, and I tore it up on the lake with this lure. Next week, I'll be doing a review of it, and I'll be taking it out on the lake to watch me fish with it. So be sure that you got your bell notification on so that you are alerted when I drop the video on this lure. All right, so let's go ahead now and enjoy the Trash Panda review. Okay. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny, and we are out at the lake here. We're doing a review of the 13 Fishing Trash Panda, and I wanted to get it out here. I've talked about it before in the past, but I don't think anyone's ever really seen it in action up close. So I wanted to get it out here, take a closer look at it, see it on the water, and so you guys could get your thoughts about it and, you know, just see what it does and see how it could fit in your arsenal as a fisherman. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, here it is. The 13 Fishing Trash Panda Frog, and I'm going to take it out here on the water, do some tests on it, and see what we got here. Okay. All right, first thing about this lure, I can tell you right out the gate, it's a much bigger lure, and this is it's not a popper, so it's going to be doing it's going to actually do some walking, but it's more for sparse areas of lily pads at times. And but also, besides sparse areas, it can also get, as you can see, into this dense stuff down here as well, you know, and it can just move through there. And when you bring it through, it'll come through almost anything, but it's not a really strong walk the dog, but it is a strong kind of pop it and pause. That seems to be what you're faced with this 13 fishing one here. It looks great. And as you can see, those legs and that little glitter, it really does pop out, and it does flare out, as you can see right here, as it's going through the grass and everything right here. And it's one of those that I think when guys talk about skipping, I think that's probably something like when you're skipping, you can skip this one probably under a dock, and you can definitely throw it in lily pads, in grass, in heavy cover, and just kind of slowly bring it through, and then just try to, when there's pockets, stop and pause. And when I bring it out in the open water here, you know, it doesn't really want to go right to left, but it stops, and it will roll right or left once you stop it. So once you stop it, it'll kind of roll, but if you're trying to make it walk the dog, it's a little bit tougher to do that. But I would definitely, when I see this lure, I definitely will always be thinking, let me go where there's some heavy cover, dense cover, where I can like throw it right into that stuff and just bring it in there. Let it sit in there for a moment, bring it through there, let it sit, and that would be my strategy with this frog right here. It's definitely for dense cover. And with that little, what I call tinsel in the tail, that it definitely will trigger the bass and get them to notice it. So once again, like I said before, you can see that nice tinsel that's what makes this one special. Besides just going through any kind of cover that you can imagine, any kind of cover, it can get through it. But it's really not a popper. It's more designed to be, even look at the nose of it, aerodynamic. So it just pushes through the cover, then sits there, and as it flares open, I think that's the trigger for the bass. That would be the trigger, as it flares open like that, as you can see. And it flares open really wide, so that's good. So that's what I would say about this lure right here. I'm gonna do it one more time here. Like I said before, I'm not a skipper. Yeah, I may skip a little bit there. But if you can skip through a dock, This one is a skipper. You can skip through it, and you would be really impressed with that part of it, because you can skip it right under a dock, stop it. I would stop it, let it flare, stop it, let it flare out, pop it, let it flare, even though it's not pushing any water. Stop it, let it flare, and then wait for those bass to come up and strike this one, because that's pretty much what's going to happen with this one right here. So there you go. There is our, our review of the 13 Fishing Trash Panda right here. It's definitely it's a good lure. It's well designed, it's built to last, and it's definitely an impressive lure here. So there you go. All right. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny. Well, there you have it, the 13 Fishing Trash Panda. It's a good lure. I mean, it's well constructed. 13 Fishing don't joke around. So they make some really good lures. And this one does not disappoint. It's aerodynamic. It can go through any cover. So really, if you're thinking about fishing this lure, heaviest cover possible, it will go through it. And as it goes through there, you want to reel this one in, kind of pause it. You can pop it. It won't push any water, but those tail will flare. Those little arms will flare. The tail in the back will flare out. And I think that's what the bass will be keying on, if they can see that in those open areas. Also, as it goes through dense areas, you just want to push it through, because it's a bigger lure, heavier lure, so it's denser, which means it'll sink in there a little bit, which will make a big difference. So I definitely am impressed with 13 Fishing's Frog here, and I definitely will be fishing with it ongoing. I just know where to fish with it now. More dense areas, more tighter cover, because that's where it will shine. Not really shining the best in open water, but shines the best in dense, heavy lily pad cover. That's where it'll win. That's where it'll succeed. So once again, like, subscribe to the channel, and always remember that phrase: keep your line tight, because when they hit those topwater lures, it's going to be a big bite. All right.